Traders, how are you? Welcome back. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you succeed at trading. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of May. And as always, guys, we're going to start with looking back at yesterday's trades. And if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm also going to give you my trade ideas for today and the important news for today as well. Let's get started. So let's start with yesterday. And we had two trade ideas and we just didn't have a setup, guys. So let's look at the reasons why we didn't have a setup. So S&P was our first trade idea, and we were looking to buy this. Okay, so you can see as soon as we broke this high here, trend changed. We were starting to get higher lows, yeah, higher highs. We're in an uptrend. We're above the moving average 20, which I also love. Not that, not love's a strong word, but I like. And we're starting to get bullish candles. All right, so lots of things to like about this trade. The only problem is, if we look on the lower time frames, we just didn't get a retrace, guys. If we look at H4, price just kept going up until it hit our first target, this psychological level of 5,200. And if you look at the H1, I mean, even on the H1, we just didn't really get much of a pullback. Price just sort of carried on up. Yeah, and we just didn't really get much of a pullback, guys. Yeah, I was looking for, some value in this market, maybe a pullback to here, and then we start buying. So it was just difficult to get in on the S&P for those reasons. There just wasn't a retrace. And to summarize my trading, I am a retrace trader. Yeah, if I get a retrace, it represents value. And there was no value here in buying the S&P. All right, so we couldn't trade that. And then the other trade we were looking at was euro against the Aussie dollar. If we start with the day chart, we were looking to still sell this, right? Price was in a downtrend. Okay, price had come back up. Yeah, and we had, and we were looking to take price lower. Obviously, yesterday's candle was very bullish, and I'm not interested. But if you look at the candle prior to that, that was still telling me to potentially sell back down to this blue line. And this blue line was basically back down to this weekly low in here and this psychological level. And this was news, guys. This was news driven. So if we look at the H1, so, basically I was looking at price here. Okay. And I was interested in this candle, right? And selling this candle back down to those lows. But I'm not going to enter a trade when an hour later we have the Aussie dollar interest rate decision. All right. And on the back of that news, the Aussie dollar became very weak. And just look at what happened after that, guys. It just shot up and there's just no trade. I can't trade, while the news comes out. You would be gambling. And then when the news does come out, it totally changes trend. This H1 structure was basically here, and then it just shot off. And when structure's broken like that, I'm not interested. All right, so no trades for those reasons yesterday, but let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my trade ideas and analysis every single day, then please come join the channel. Subscribe to the channel right now. Smash that notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button, it keeps the slightly mental editor happy. And he's not slightly mental, he's full mental. Right, trades for Wednesday, the 8th of May. Before we get started, guys, if you haven't joined our trading community yet, then why the hell not? We've got traders in there sharing ideas, knowledge, experiences. So come join our free Discord channel. All you need to do is create a username and we let you in. As simple as that. There's loads of cool things in there. Secondly, right now, guys, we are giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. All right, so check out that promotion. I put all of my trade signals in there. I put all of my tutorials that from things I've learned over the years. And you get direct access to me. You can ask me questions if you're stuck with anything. All right, so check that out. And also, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can. You can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. And there's many, many perks for doing so. All right, so check it all out. It's all in the video description. And also, guys, don't forget, live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. It's just me and the live charts and all of your questions. Right, trades for today. We're seeing a little bit of pound weakness. However, my trades are highly correlated, right? So the first one we're looking at is euro pound. All right, and we're looking to buy this pair. So this was in an uptrend. You know, it's had some crazy moves, but really this is in an uptrend. Okay, because we've got higher highs and these lows never broke. So it's always been in an uptrend ever since, you know, we've seen all of these candles as well. But the problem was this level, right? And now you can see yesterday's candle broke that level. All right, very bullish candle in an uptrend, breaking this level, and we've got some room to move into. Yeah, this is the target. I mean, it could come up to here, even here, but my first target is because of this first area of resistance. Okay, so lots of things to like. We're looking to buy euro pound for those reasons. If we drop to the H4 now, there's a grey zone, you know, that we've got that we're interested in, but will it retrace to this level? You can see this grey zone through here. It's that last daily level that we highlighted. Now, if price comes down to this grey zone, yeah, we get a nice bullish reaction in here. The moving average 20 catches up. Like I say, bullish reaction, we can start buying this. That will be a very nice H4 setup. The problem is that daily candle is so bullish, right? So if we look at the H1, it may not retrace down into this grey zone. What you might find, guys, is I will be happy to take buys from this level in here because this is the last H1 low. If price comes down to here, the moving average 20 catches up, we get a nice bullish reaction here. I will also consider buying euro pound as well. All right, so a couple of options there. And that's how I trade, guys. Like I almost have two separate setups. I have like a H4 setup and a H1 setup, although they follow exactly the same principles, which is price action, you know. So yeah, euro pound buy. And we're also looking to sell pound Swiss franc as well. So you must understand that euro pound, right, longs is highly negatively correlated with pound Swiss franc sells. Yeah, these are highly inversely correlated. If, you know, euro pound does this, pound Swiss franc does this. Okay, so they are highly inversely correlated. So we trade the one that gives us the best setup. Now, this one is interesting because it's about the trend. The trend is interesting, right? Now here, it's so easy to identify, right? We're in an uptrend, okay? But as soon as we start breaking down, it's become a downtrend. Now, I don't see any other high apart from these last highs here. And for me, they haven't broke. Okay, and price has bounced off of those levels. So we are still in a downtrend. These highs are intact and we have lower lows. All right, so we're in a downtrend. What I also like as well, guys, we're below the moving average 20. And we've had nothing but bearish candles, bearish, bearish. We did have this candle, but immediately followed by a bearish candle, which is why I'm looking to sell this pair, okay, and just take it down to this psychological level of 1,300. If we drop down to the H4, you can see H4 is clearly in a downtrend too, yeah, clearly in a downtrend, but we're at support, okay. So let's drop down to the H1 because some of the trade ideas will be a little bit clearer. Now, my big head is in the way. I apologize. I have to really zoom out. So this is that last H4 low. Now, we can trade this, obviously, if we get a break of this level. So let's say we get a nice break of this level, we could start selling from here. But breaks like this make it difficult to pinpoint an area to put your stop loss or hedge above, right? So, really, your stop would have to go up here if we get a break. However, if this happens, right, firstly, we've got this H1 level in here. So price is, we're clearly in a downtrend. Clearly, right? If price retraces to this grey zone, yeah, moving average 20 catches up, we get a bearish reaction. We could also start selling from in here and take price back down to here. This would be our first target. Okay. And then if this price action happens, bear with me. Okay. If this price action happens and then we get a break, you also have another clear area to put your stop loss behind. So let's say we get a candle. Let's say you didn't enter in here, right? You were waiting for the break. We get a nice big candle that breaks this level, right? And we start selling here. Now you can put your stop loss above this last swing high in here. All right, so a couple of options here. If we started trading from this level, that would be more aggressive. Okay, we need to see what price action's doing. But a couple of ways there, we're going to sell pound Swiss franc if the setup materializes. If it doesn't, I won't. Yeah, simple as that. So yeah, those two are highly correlated, guys. And then the third trade idea is US dollar, Canadian dollar, and we're looking to buy this. We saw a lot of strength come into the US dollar yesterday. But a lot of the US dollar pairs are not in the right trend. Okay. So for example, let's take a quick look at Euro US dollar, right? So we're seeing this US dollar strength, but we are in an uptrend. Okay, so it's no good to us. Whereas US dollar, Canadian dollar, which is my third trade idea, is in an uptrend. Okay, so if we look at price action, yeah, we're in an uptrend. Yeah, we're getting higher highs and these lows haven't been broken. Okay, and then we've also had a nice daily bullish candle that broke above the moving average 20. So the idea is just to take price back up to these daily highs. Yeah, I mean, it could come higher, could come up to here, but this here is my first target. If we drop down to the H4 now, there is this level that I'm conscious of. Okay, in this grey zone through here, you can see price has reacted many times at this level. All right, so this is an important area. Now, I want to see the H4, this H4 candle break cleanly through this zone. All right, something like this, because right now it hasn't. So we want to see a break of this grey zone, and then it could become potential support, right? So we get a break of this level, and then we could start using this area for support to take buys from. If we look at the H1, yeah, here is the grey zone. So we've broken it on the H1, right? I'd also like to see it broke on the H4. And then I'm looking for something like this, guys. Price retraces into this grey zone. It could even come back down to these H1 lows, right? And the moving average 20 catches up. Okay, so this vicinity in here is a nice area. Okay, if it starts breaking this low, I'm not interested. Okay, but if price retraces into this vicinity somewhere, perhaps down to here, moving average 20 catches up, we get a bullish reaction. I will then start buying US dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, guys, so those are my 3 trade ideas. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Wednesday, the 8th of May, guys. Before I get started, please do not forget to subscribe and smash the like button, and also join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. Quite a light news day, really, guys. The only piece of 2 pieces of news we're interested in is this. At 3:30 London GMT, we got crude oil inventories. So this could affect US dollar, Canadian dollar, and obviously oil. And then at 6 o'clock, again, coming out of the US, we've got the 10-year note auction. So this could affect any US dollar pairs. Worth pointing out, the European Central Bank non-monetary policy meeting, there might be some things come out of there, but there might not. Okay, so that's the news for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vid, and I'll see you later for the live stream.